aroma, I guess.
Well, this weekend I wish you could have been up here because it was just unbelievable. Both ESPN commentators were saying, "My gosh, this feels like a super regional atmosphere." And we had friends from Iowa. Sarah Cornell, who's from Long Island, had a bunch of relatives, and one of the uncles tweeted, "I've been to some really big events in my life, but this was unbelievable." When you have 4,000 people and they're right on top of you, it's just you feel the energy. And it's just contagious. So I know that's going to be the same way at LSU because both of us are in a big spot. This is obviously the biggest series of the year. It comes down to this, and I think everybody knows what's on the line. And hopefully we'll just play mentally free with no socks in the top drawer and just go out and play ball.
Is that possible?
I don't know. Shoot, I've seen it. It is possible, but with baseball and softball, it's a game of failure. If you hit 300, you're a freaking All-American. But you fail 7 out of those 10 times, and it's the kids that can learn how to deal with the failure that can compete at any level. It doesn't matter if it's little league, high school, college, or pros. If you learn how to deal with the failure, you're going to be okay. And I think one of the reasons why kids don't is parents don't allow their kids to fail nowadays. Let them fail, because the more they fail, the more grit they're going to accumulate within themselves.
TED Talk with Coach Murphy.
Wow, all right.
I'm not mad at it. It's great. As for, like you said, there's a lot riding on this series. What have you been doing to keep them mentally there?
Well, I just think with the SEC, it's such a, actually every weekend is a super regional. I think 12, possibly all 13 are going to get in again. It's right on the border with the 13th team, and they're going to make noise next week at the tournament, I'm sure. But you can't take a weekend off. That's the bad part and the good part of playing in the SEC. And it doesn't matter what sport. Every sport is like this. Everybody's going to bring their best game. Everybody's circling our series as the one to play because we're leading the SEC. So you're going to get everybody's best shot. And I've told them time and time again, whoever is pitching, just assume she's first team All-American because that's what she's going to bring to the game that day.
Coach, there's no downplaying the stakes this weekend, obviously, but to win the series, you really control your own destiny. Does that give the team a certain comfort level?
Well, it's pretty cool because, I've been saying that for 4 weeks. We control our destiny. We do what we can do, should do. Nothing can stand in our way, which is the greatest part about this. Obviously we need Ole Miss to stub their toe a little bit. They go to Georgia this weekend, so there's really, the 3 teams that are involved. It's a big weekend for all 3 of us. And our group, the last time we won, I think, was in 2014, so nobody on this team knows how that feels. And I keep telling them, there's absolutely nothing better, no party, nothing that it will top going to the 50-yard line in Bryant-Denny Stadium in front of 101,000 people and having Greg Byrne present you with a ring for winning the SEC championship. There's nothing greater than that as a student athlete at Alabama. And the only 2 ways to get it is to win an SEC regular season title or a World Series championship. That's it. So let's do it.
That's right. So this series specifically, obviously, it's fun to think about the future, but what do you expect from LSU? What do you expect from this Tiger team? The atmosphere is going to be crazy.
Yeah, they're going to play their best series of the year. They have a very, very deep pitching staff. Their offense is probably the best it's been since Coach Torina has been there. It's been a really fun offense to watch, actually. They've got power and speed. They've got a girl at the top of the order that is very similar to Alyssa Brown, who you guys talked to. She's got 44 stolen bases. Alyssa's, I think, at 42 or somewhere around there. So they're kind of battling for the SEC title in stolen bases. And then they're 3, 4, 5. They're having as good a year as anybody in the league. So our pitchers have to be on top of their game. Our defense has to be strong. And then the other third key thing in high-stakes softball is you got to get that key hit. And it could come from anybody in the lineup. I don't care who. Bases loaded, 2 outs. If you get a Texas leaguer that falls for 2 RBIs, that's a big hit.
You talked about dealing with failure, dealing with adversity. Kind of at least from last week to this week, talk about maybe some of the adjustments that y'all are trying to make hitting-wise. A tough week last week from the plate as a team, but another big week. Kind of talk about maybe some of the adjustments that you're looking to see from your offense from the plate this week.
I just think the biggest thing after watching the games is we were taking too many good pitches, and for whatever reason, we're thinking too much or anticipating something different. I don't know, but we're taking a lot of good pitches on the heart of the plate, and then when we get behind, we're swinging at pitchers' pitches, up, down, in the dirt. And I think if you swing early in the count, when a really good pitcher, she wants to get ahead of the batter because she knows if she's 0-2, 1-2, she's probably going to own the situation. Our girls feel that way. Stephanie was like that as a pitcher. If she got ahead of them, she knew that she could own them. So don't let a pitcher get ahead of you. Swing early in the count. Be ready to hit when you step in the box. Be aggressive. Swing with intent. And that's kind of been our motto all year long. And for whatever reason, it kind of didn't come to the team on Sunday.
Talk about what your offense will face as far as LSU's pitching is concerned.
They're all righties. They all bring something a little bit different. Almost every one of them has a nice changeup, off speed. Sunseri probably throws the hardest. She's a tall right-handed pitcher. They got a freshman that throws a lot of drop balls. It's a different look, kind of like ours, except we have a lefty in our mix. So I think one of the keys for our offense is if they do change pitchers, like any time during the season, we need to get on the next girl. We can't let her settle and get comfortable and go 1-2-3, 1-2-3 like the Kentucky reliever did, and she pitched her butt off Sunday afternoon. She allowed a bunt single in the 13th inning, and that was it. 2 walks in the bunt single. So we can't let somebody do that to us because we saw the result.
And then your last SEC road trip, one of your best of the season as far as getting a series sweep at Florida. Can you talk about maybe some of the lessons that y'all did well as far as what you want to see translated for this week?
Well, I think the pitching staff was awesome, and I thought they pitched well enough to win. Friday night they beat us fair and square. Their pitcher had a good game. We didn't hit very well against Kentucky, and they scored 4 runs. They took advantage of 3 errors by us, so that was their game. Saturday night, obviously, we came back. But from the Florida series, the bottom of the order really was the key in that series. 7, 8, 9 just killed the ball all weekend long. Had 2-out RBIs, had home runs. KB Sides had a 2-out home run down the right field line. Skylar Wallace had a home run opposite field. And when you're getting production from the bottom of the order, that's just frosting on the cake.